Hey there, welcome back to Marketing Matchmaker, and welcome to the fifth and final episode of this series on relationship marketing. And I hope that you found as much value in this as really I have, because it's always good to dive into these concepts again and again. In episode one, we were talking about first impressions in your marketing and diving deep into really keeping that spark alive in the last episode. And just like any thriving relationship, today's episode, well, it also holds a place. This is where we talk about commitment. And just as important as commitment, it's loyalty and those unforgettable moments that make your audience turn into raving fans. I want you to take just a second and think about your favorite date. Remember the emotions you felt, the joy, the thrill, the connection. Now imagine your customers feeling that same way about your brand. That's pretty powerful, right? Well, throughout this series, we've been discussing emotions as the backbone of decision making. And yes, logic has its place. And when we're feeling something strong, we're driven towards it. We're more likely to make that happen. I mean, if you think about it, do you remember on episode 3 where we talked about growing together and how emotions play that pivotal role in that journey? Today, I want to dive into the heart of the matter, tapping into emotions to elevate customer loyalty. Imagine your brand being that irreplaceable partner who understands and resonates and bonds with your customers on an emotional level. I know as a human being, this has happened to you. If we think about brands like Amazon or Tesla or Nike or Walmart or Coke or Betty Crocker, they've all mastered this connection, making you feel a certain way about their brand, whether it's positive or negative. As business owners, we want those emotions to be positive. And I will tell you right now, they are not always. And if you are afraid of creating negative emotions in somebody, that is going to hold you back. I often tell my clients, when you get trolls on your social media, on your ads, you know that you're doing something right. Today's episode really is the key to ensuring your customers don't just stay around, but they really love being in your community, in your product, service, or solution. They love every moment with you, which then turns them into those raving fans who come back over and over again to buy from you. And more importantly, they also refer people to you. So grab your favorite beverage and let's dive deep into this world of really what makes people stick around and emotionally connect with you to buy. In the ever evolving landscape of business, there's this common misconception that really bombarding consumers with attributes and detailed features and hard facts is the key to sealing the deal. And yet, every really good business owner, every guru out there that you follow, they know and understand that that approach often misses the mark. Because at the heart of every purchasing decision lies a simple and yet profound question: what's in it for me? When an potential customer asks that question, they're not asking about the details of your feature. They're asking about what your product, service, or solution is going to do for them, how it's going to make their life better. Because in today's world, consumers are really, really savvy. They are bombarded with advertising and pitches and sales messages, honestly, from the moment they wake up to the moment they go to bed. And in the midst of all of this information overload, they've really become experts at shifting through the noise, seeking out the messages that truly resonate with their desires and their needs. More often than not, it's not the intricate technical specifications or the laundry list of features that grab their attention. Instead, it's the promise of the experience. It's an emotion. It's a transformation that your product, service, or solution will offer them. So, if we think about it from our own personal buying perspective, imagine buying a luxury car. While the horsepower and the torque and the engine specific might be impressive to some, what truly makes the majority of people buy is the experience. If we think about it from, let's talk about Lexus's ads that you see on TV. Very rarely are they really discussing in depth the horsepower and the leather seats and heated seats. No, they're talking about the feeling of prestige that they get when they drive down the road, the comfort of sitting in those seats, the how you're going to feel driving the car, the thrill of how fast it can go on the highway. It's these emotions that the benefits of buying that really do make that sale, because people don't buy on their specifics. They buy on their emotion. And the same principle really does apply in almost every industry. So whether you're offering coaching services or online courses or other services, the question comes up, how will your product, service, or solution really enhance your customers' lives? What will it bring them? Will it bring them joy? Does it elevate or alleviate a pain point? Does it save them time? Does it boost their confidence? How does it make them feel on the other end? So when you're talking about crafting your marketing message and sales material, it's really pivotal to focus on the benefits rather than the actual details. Paint a really vivid emotional picture of the positive outcomes and the feelings that will await post-purchase. Let them envision the success stories, the moments of aha, the satisfaction they will get by stepping into a purchase with you. Your buyer really does seek connections. They seek aspirations and solutions to their problem. And really, by focusing your messaging with that core desire, you highlight the transformative power of what you offer. You're not just selling them a thing or even a service. You're offering them something better in their life that will inevitably result in deeper engagement and trust and increase in your sales. And while we're discussing emotions, your customer service is often the bedrock of client satisfaction, particularly for those of us that are in the service industry. If you're anything like me or most of my clients, you really pour your heart and soul into creating an experience that leaves your client feeling valued and well cared for. And yet sometimes, even with the best of intention, we overlook the simplicity and ease of the buying experience. It's not just about the technical, seamless checkout system. I remember I was having a conversation not too long ago on a podcast with a fellow coach about marketing, right? I was offering my advice on all things marketing to her audience. And when we started talking about the most common marketing blunder or mistake that people do, I pointed out one of those pivotal moments, and it's the act of inviting your customer to buy. Now, I will say, I kind of got a sideways look from the interviewer, and she asked me what I meant by that. So in the dance of marketing, oftentimes we dance around the notion of a sale. We end up giving value upon value with almost an implicit belief that our audience understands that they can, in fact, purchase from us. I will say, when I said that, the host looked at me and she's like, oh my God, I do that. And here's where that makes a huge misstep. If our customers are wanting to buy from us and we send them on almost a treasure hunt to find what it is we sell, we are going to invariably lose out on a lot of potential sales. And especially if our core clients are female. You see, women want to be invited into things. They really do look for an invitation to purchase from you. It makes them feel like they are wanted by you, which makes the purchase feel better for them. So if we fail to extend a really explicit invitation to say, hey, here's what I got for you, and I would love for you to be a part of it, we often risk losing someone who would actually want to be part of whatever it is we're doing. This is really a pivotal point where a lot of service-based business owners stumble in delivering above par customer service, because customer service begins long before the actual service is provided. It starts from the very moment your potential customers consider buying from you. By expecting them to seek out your opportunities to buy, we invariably create barriers and frustrations. So, effective customer service means guiding our clients every step of the way, ensuring that they feel supported and informed. This includes making the purchasing process transparent and accessible and benefit-driven. An excellent customer journey should include clear signposts that invite your audience to buy now, or to join me, or to get on a call with me, that really warmly invites them rather than hides in a corner. When you are looking at your business and your marketing, infuse every aspect of your business and marketing with the same level of care and intention as you do with your customer service. Make the path to purchase not just easy, make it inviting. Ensure that every potential client knows exactly what you offer and how to buy it without having to send out a search party to get there. This kind of holistic customer service approach turns interested parties into loyal customers. When it comes to our messaging and our marketing, emotion and reason are partners, not adversaries. You might initially think that they move to different rhythms, right? Like your reasoning trumps your emotions, or your emotions trump your reasoning. And the reality is that emotion and reason actually complement each other in really an intricate ballet. So emotions are the undercurrent of every decision we make. They're the silent whispers of the values and the really loud cheerleaders of our desires. They drive us to care, to engage, to choose. Without emotional investment, reason has little to start with. They don't have a reason to buy. It's almost like a car without fuel. Reason builds that roadmap for emotion to travel on. It offers structure to our impulses, making sense of our passions and guiding us towards a destination that not only feels right, but it also makes sense for us to buy. Facts, evidence, proof serve as that map, ensuring that the journey of our decisions doesn't lead us off a cliff, but to a place of satisfaction and fulfillment. So while your messaging needs to have that emotional connection with your audience to draw them in, you also want to provide a support to the reason side of their brain, to the one that asks the question, does this even make sense for me to buy? You do that really by sharing testimonials, by providing proof or reinforcement to the emotional bond of why they want to buy your product, service, or solution. It really is kind of like telling someone you love them and then showing them through actions that support your words. It shows that you're not just playing to their heartstrings, you're also respecting their intellect and honoring their ability to think logically. Whether it's emotion or logic and reason, people often, most often, especially in today's era of being disconnected, are looking for community. Building a community around your business is really a great way to encourage your customer loyalty. When we were talking about the first two episodes, we were talking about your audience feeling as if they're part of a community and really feeling that need to fit in. Honestly, the more community you can build within your brand, the more people will follow your lead. So, really create that special relationship with them, whether it's individually or as a group, whether it's a Facebook group or whether it's creating that community within your Instagram profile or your LinkedIn profile. Find ways to make them feel special. Find ways to make them feel seen and heard. Remember, the emotion of that connectedness, that community, well, that goes hand in hand with loyalty. So when your customers are looking to buy from you, feeling connected to you, feeling the emotions that you draw out, that's how you're going to effortlessly create raving fans long term. As we wrap up this episode, I want you to take a minute to step forward and start turning these insights, this education into action. Remember that feeling of the best date you've ever had? The butterflies, the excitement, the connection. That's how you want to make your customers feel about you and your brand and your business. You want them to feel that every single day. The emotions, the stories, the experiences, they're the thread that tie your customers to you, creating almost a tapestry of loyalty and shared success. And understanding that this is just the start of building a successful business and successfully marketing it. The real magic happens when you apply these lessons to your business, when you transform your marketing from a mere transaction to really heartfelt conversations, when you move from simply selling your product, service, or solution to selling a dream, a vision, a better version of themselves. And here's the honest truth: market is crowded, and standing out becomes more challenging every year. And you have a blueprint now. You know that it's not about the features and the specifics, it's about the emotion and the experience. And while benefits resonate deeply on that human level, it's that connection long term that's going to turn them into raving fans. And here's the honest to God truth: none of this matters if you don't act on it. If you haven't taken the steps to implement anything over the past 5 episodes, and you're really struggling with how to make this happen, here's an invitation to join me. to change your business, to start off on the right foot next year. This is your call to action, your moment to really step up and make a difference in what your business looks like going forward and what your marketing looks like. Make sure that your marketing is more than a one-way street, that it's a dialogue, that it really does enrich and empower and elevate your customers. And I will also offer that you avoid doing this alone. Because honestly, if we struggle and try to be everything to everyone and everything within our business, that struggle can lead to failure. So let's get personal about your business. Let's get really strategic about your business. Let's create a brand and a business that your audience and your customers are talking about to everyone and that they're referring everyone they know to you. Book a strategy call with me. Head over to yourmarketingmatchmaker.com. Let's sit down. Let's craft a pathway that will lead your customers to fall in love with you, to fall in love with your brand. Let's build that bridge from interest into unwavering loyalty. And let's make every touch point an opportunity to remind your customers that they are seen, heard, and valued. You have the vision of what it is you want your business to look like. And oftentimes you may not have the blueprint, but I do. Together we can make it a reality. Thank you for listening to the Marketing Matchmaker podcast. If you enjoyed this episode, I would love to hear your feedback. Please head over to Apple, iTunes, and leave a review so we can hear from you. And if you are a coach, consultant, or online course creator who are looking to grow your business, increase your income, and scale your impact, connect with me at yourmarketingmatchmaker.com. I look forward to hearing from you.